Well, hey crafty friends, it's Hiedi Scott with DIY and on this video I'm going to show you the second idea that I have for these little candy corn flags that come off of this $3 90-inch garland from Dollar Tree Plus. Also, I wanted to let you know that I went back to the store today and I took a picture of the box, including the SKU number and everything. So I will post that later this afternoon. I'll also put it in the comments in case you want to see if there's any way you can get your fingers on this. Okay, so this is a garland. I bought a few of them so that I could do multiple days. It's an adorable garland that has 11 of these little flags, and they're separated with these adorable little yellow, orange, and white pom-poms, okay? And yesterday, I showed you how to make this. This is a table runner that we made using canvas duck fabric. There's one side, here's the other side. It's about 60 inches long and about 10 inches wide, okay? Isn't that cute? I mean, I literally just hot glued them on there. I took the banner apart, or the garland apart, and I put those on there. So today, I'm going to show you how to make these little bowl fillers. They're like little stuffies that, can you see they have some dimension, that are made out of these flags. And one of my viewers gave me the best idea. Okay, I was planning to glue these two together, and I wish I could remember who it was. If it was you, tell me in the comments. She said, why don't you just use some canvas duck cloth on the back, and then you'll be able to make more. And I was like, a light bulb went off, and yes, that is what we're going to do. So this is what it's gonna look like. And I mean, this is so super simple. I probably don't even need to show you, but I just wanna give you this idea. Okay, so this is just a scrap piece of canvas duck that I have right here. I have my low temperature hot glue gun heating. We're not using any kind of fancy glue. It's just the basic Surebonder low temperature hot glue gun. It's not a special fabric glue or anything. And here's this. So I'm going to show you, give you some ideas for a little dough bowl, which this is a basket because I can't find my other dough bowl. I have no idea where I put it. It's here somewhere, but I'm buried in crafts, so I can't find it. Anyways, I just wanted to give you an idea of what you could combine it with so that you could make something like that if you wanted. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to start down at the point, and I'm going to put my glue on as close to the edge as possible. And then we're going to throw our little piece of canvas duck on here. I'll show you the next step, how we trim it up in just a minute. And let's keep going. Putting hot glue as close out to the edges as possible so you have some room inside to stuff it, because it's pretty narrow. And I'll get out my ruler and measure these, because you could certainly make something like this using any kind of fabric you wanted that was yellow, orange, and white. Or if you could get some burlap in those colors, that would be great too. Okay, so I glued from the bottom of the point all the way up to the top, and I'm leaving this part open, all right? Before I came live, I did this one. And so now I have two, and we're gonna, in just no time at all, we're gonna trim it up. Easy peasy, peasy, peasy. I thought this might be an easier method than trying to cut the little pieces of canvas duck out before I glued them on, especially since this little flag, this candy corn flag, is kind of stiff. And I'll cut this piece off last. All right, let's trim this one. So what do you guys think? Okay, somebody's saying that they were just at their Walmart and that their Walmart didn't carry any of the canvas duck fabric. Well, darn. My Walmart seems to frequently have it, not all the time. But you can try Hobby Lobby or really any. Okay, I'm going to trim this because look, it's kind of messy right there. Any fabric or craft store is going to have, it's canvas duck is like a really thick, tight weave canvas. It's great to work with. I love working with it. It's nothing fancy. Okay, so we have our two little candy corns, and you could embellish these if you wanted with a button and some ribbon or something. That might, or a button and some raffia. You might do that. So I'm just using my Crafters Polyfill from Walmart. This is the doll polyfill packaging fiber fill. It's a little stiffer than your regular polyfill, and I like that. So let's just cram this in here. Use my scissors to kind of push it the best I can down to the point. And these can be as full or not as you like, whatever appeals to you. Okay, there's one. We'll glue it shut in just a minute. Let's do this one. Might be able to get it to go down into the bottom if I do a smaller amount to get started. So I'm just trying to get it to go down here. What do you guys think about this idea? I think we should at least experiment with one. I have an idea. So stay with me. Let's experiment with at least one, putting a button and some raffia on it. Okay, so here's my two. They're not glued shut yet. I'm just going to push the stuffing down, and then I'll put my glue on the edge, the top edge of this candy corn, and we'll basically squeeze the two pieces together. I have a little bit of fiberfill coming out right there. So tell me in the comments, I asked this question yesterday too. Do you like candy corn? Okay, my answer is yes. I love candy corn. I love candy. That's terrible, but it's true. And yeah. Okay, my thought is to use some of these wood buttons that you can get at Walmart. Let me see if I can find some raffia. I know I have some. Where is it? I should have gotten this out beforehand. I'm so sorry. Okay, let's use a little bit of this hula skirt. This Dollar Tree luau skirt. That will work just fine. So I'm just going to grab a bunch. And cut it off. This is probably way too big, but it'll work for what we need. And then I'm going to take a piece to tie in the center. Tie my little raffia together, and we'll trim the ends off of this for just a second. So this right here is very similar to raffia, except it's much less money. It came from Dollar Tree, And it used to be this summer, it was a luau skirt or a hula skirt. Okay, so I just tied that together. Let's trim these a little bit shorter. We can fiddle around with that later. Okay, so let me trim the top of this and let's try it and see what we think. If not, I have a whole nother package of these little candy corn things that I can make some more with. Yesterday I did a video where I showed this item and I talked about how it was the cutest thing ever. Okay, I think this would be cute, so let's do that. I'm really thinking I like this idea. So I'm gonna put my raffia or my hula skirt right there at the top. And then let's do the wood button. The wood button will kind of tie it into how big do I want it to be? I'll do that one. Oh my gosh, that is so super cute. Look at that. Wow. That really brings up, I think, the charm factor. My little hula skirt needs a trim, but what do you think? Is that so cute or what? And it's so much cuter with this on it than plain. So I'll finish these other two off camera, but let me show you what I'm thinking about here. Oh, and by the way, if you're wondering about this jar of buttons, it came from Walmart in the craft section, kind of by the fabric where the scissors and all that kind of stuff and buttons are. And it was like $5 and it was a whole jar of these little wood buttons. They had all kinds of different things. I've had that for a long time. Okay, so you could get some of these burlap pumpkins from Dollar Tree, which I got maybe a week ago. And just some little raffia balls. These are some little grapevine pumpkins, whatever you wanted to put in here. And then you could just poke a couple of pieces of candy corn into your little dish and it would be super cute. So that is a project. What do you guys think? If you liked this idea, consider sprinkling. As soon as I hop off, I'm going to get the picture of the box that I took at Dollar Tree today. I went back. So many of you said that you couldn't find it. And I went back to the store and luckily there was still a box with one left in it, which of course I bought. And I took pictures of all the different sides of the box with the idea that maybe it would help you guys to be able to go and ask the store manager, if you have a Dollar Tree Plus near you, if they would consider ordering this product. So here was yesterday's project. This adorable banner. I even glued the little pom-poms on the end of our table runner. And then here's today's project. What do you think? Pretty darn cute, huh? Okie dokie. Well, I know that was short and sweet. I will finish it up. I'm just going to put raffia on all of them in a little button. I'll get pictures. I'll put the pictures here in the comments. I'll also put them separately on DiyDreaming. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask. Be looking here on DiyDreaming for my box pictures. As I was in Dollar Tree this morning, I was in the aisle and I was flipping this empty box over and taking pictures, and this woman walked by and stopped and looked at me like I was the strangest person in the whole world. And I said, yes, I am taking pictures of an empty box. And she said, oh, okay. And she walked on. So I'll get those to you. I'll get pictures for all of this. And I will see you guys tomorrow. If you haven't already liked and followed this page up here somewhere, if you're watching on Facebook, please do. If you're watching on YouTube, I would love for you to subscribe to my YouTube channel and like this video. And that's, oh, and do this and then this, and that might help the odds of the Facebook algorithm, which is a mystery, to have Facebook actually serve you what I have coming up next, which we're going to continue playing with this banner. So I need some more ideas. Do you guys have any? If you do, please tell me. I have a few more, but I'm looking for outstanding ideas. So if you have some, let me know what they are. Okie dokie. I'll see you guys later. Have a great rest of your day.